Hey there, it's Casey Dimon here, TaxSaleAcademy.com. I originally wanted to shoot a video to answer a question that was asked, but this is going to turn into more of a strongly suggested piece of advice than anything else. The gentleman asked this question. I've actually responded privately to him, and I'm not going to use his name, but the question went along the lines of this. I got a few notes because it's pretty lengthy. He said, I'm looking at a piece of property on an OTC list, and I think it could be a great investment. It's 10 acres, and again, it's available for OTC purchase, but it's landlocked, and all of the properties surrounding it are owned by the same family. Last name was Phillips in that case, so I don't see any roads to the property. Should I buy the property and then get access? I saw one time where there was a law where I could actually sue them and force access to the property. And by the way, that was his first tax sale deal. And again, I answered him privately, and then I mentioned shooting this video. So here goes my response to him. The answer to his question and to every other remotely similar questions is no. If you are starting out, do not get involved in something that's so difficult. I've got a whole sheet worth of notes right here, right? Your first investment, or maybe even your first 5 or 10 investments should be simple, should be very, very straight and to the point. Now, I admire the excitement that that gentleman has. But taking a landlocked property that might be worthless, because a lot of landlocked property is, but taking that landlocked property that's surrounded by one family, right, is going to be a bad thing for the investor likely. Then suing somebody for access is going to cost thousands and thousands of dollars, and there's a solid chance that you're not going to be successful. And then trying to sell the property for asking price for whatever your value is with that whole stigma, the issues around it, is going to be very difficult as well. But I get questions like this very, very routinely. I get long or crazy, drawn out circumstances and scenarios to explain a situation or the specifics behind a piece of property or a deal. Stuff that's so complicated, I really have to sit down and think about it or even draw it out. And I'm like, what? Why on earth would you even want to do that, especially for your first tax sale deal? Can you make money with the complicated stuff? Of course you can. But you can have issues with it as well. You can have some serious issues when it doesn't work out exactly the way you had planned it out. So here's what I would focus on in a brand new tax sale investor, and I did a podcast on this not too long ago. Buy something simple. Buy a simple lot or a home that has a large buyer audience, or something that we have potentially a buyer audience lined up for. That's it. Nothing special, nothing complicated, nothing that requires a lawsuit or a court approval or anything crazy like that. Now, if you want to do that stuff in the future, if you want to take that risk in the future, by all means, go ahead and do it then once you've gained some experience. But in the interim, when you're starting out, please, please start simple. Not only will it make your life a whole lot easier, but it'll also allow your tax sale business to get started on the right foot. It'll allow you to start gaining that momentum for your quest for tax sale success. So when you see that complicated stuff, when you see that stuff that you have to work like crazy to justify on how much money you're going to make, skip it. Save that for the future. Focus on the simple stuff. Focus on the stuff where you can get in, get out, make some money, even if the margins are a little bit smaller than all that lawsuit mess that you're talking about or thinking about, okay? So again, start simple, start off on the right foot, and then grow and get going, get moving from there, and most importantly, take action, move forward, start doing something in your tax sale business right now. Find a list, research properties, go to an auction, get started right now, start that learning process. And if we can help at all, just head on over to TaxSaleAcademy.com. Again, that's TaxSaleAcademy.com. There's also a whole bunch of other very helpful links to learn about this business down below in the show notes. Hey, take care, guys. Bye-bye.